So I just left Wicked for good. It's literally 12 o'clock at night. The screening was for 10 o'clock. I'm still outside the theater. I just walked out the theater, but I was the only person in the theater. Like, I think the only other person in there was a staff member. Like, I think they were just watching the movie, but I was the only person in the whole theater. So, but then again, it is a Tuesday and it is 10 o'clock. So, you know, I think I think if I would have went earlier, it would have been more people. Cause I seen a lot of kids coming out at like 9 o'clock. But yeah, I was the only person in there, so I'm not gonna lie. I was having a ball. I was having a ball. I was talking the whole time. Once I realized, like, wasn't nobody coming in, and I was the only person in there. Oh, I started a kiki, and I'm laughing, I'm screaming, I'm making jokes. Like, girl, I just had a time. Like, that shit was so fun. Like, low key, the past couple times I've been to the movie theater, it's been like dead. Like, either it's just me or it's like two other people. Like, when I went to see Begonia, it was only. No, I think I was the only person there. I went with a person, but I think we were the only people there. It was also past 9 o'clock, but yeah, I like that. But anyways, let me talk about the movie. Oh my god, so the movie was so fucking good. It was so good. It was so good. It was so good. It was so good. It was way better than the first Wicked. I'm gonna be honest with you. The first Wicked was boring. It was boring as fuck. It was a lot of singing. It was a lot of dancing. It was a lot of aesthetics to me. Not a lot of plot, but I still enjoyed it because of the story. Because of the story, but overall, like, if I took the plot out of it, like the fact that it was like the behind the scenes of the Wicked Witch's story, that was what was intriguing. But like the music and the speed of the movie, like, I feel like Wicked. I feel like that both of the movies are too long, but or maybe that's just our brain is just fried. Cause I mean, it's a 2 hour movie. I don't know. Maybe our brains are fried. But the first Wicked definitely could have been done in like an hour and a half. Like, oh my god, all of those big ass dance sequences and shit was so like a. But this one, the singing was much shorter. And listen, I like musicals. I thought I hated musicals. I like musicals, but I like a certain style of music in my musical. I do not like musicals, you know what I'm saying? But in the second one, they definitely had less music. It was still music, but it wasn't like all out like dance breaks and 5 minute plus songs. Like, oh my god, it was some songs that was too damn long still. But that's a personal opinion because I don't like the music. I like music, I love music, and I love musicals, but I don't like the standard, like, what's expected, required musical music. I don't like that. I don't like it. I think it's awkward. I think the breaks are weird. I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't like it. I feel like it's real strict. Like, musical music is real like structured. I don't like that. But it was less songs, much more plot, much more plot, much more plot. Oh my god, the plot thickens literally. So the first thing I want to talk about is the opening scene. Actually, the opening scene was of a person from Oz, like a security guard or whatever, basically like abusing some animals, like telling them like, bitch, not bitch, but but telling the animals like, come on, do this, come on, work, bitch, work. And the animals was like breaking down and like beat up, and they was hitting them with whips. And the first thing I thought when I seen that clip is like, yeah, that's what we do now. Like, literally, like, the whole movie was just me referencing how our real world feels like Oz. And I think it is. I think it is. But, like, literally, like, she was beating the animal. I think it was like a bull or, not a bull. What do they call them? They're extinct now. They used to be around a buffalo. It looked like a buffalo. But are buffalo extinct? I thought they were. But yeah, she was whipping the buffalo, and I was like, shit, that's how we treat animals. That's what we do. Like literally, like we eat them, we kill them, we whip them, we work them, we beat them. You know. So immediately I was like, whatever. This is real life. And then Elphaba came down, the Wicked Witch, and she basically like fucked them all up and set the animals free on some real nigga shit. And I was like, period. Next, we get to Glinda the Good Witch. She's doing her good witch shit, and bippity boppity boopity asshole. She doing all that, and she's still living large and in charge. Come to find out, she's about to get married to the prince, who is also the head of security. But she didn't tell him this until they were already out in public, and she announced it to them. She announced it to him in front of everybody, and he was like, oh, we getting married? And she was like, yeah, I want it to be a surprise. And he was like, okay. And then like he gets a little overwhelmed, and he like goes to the back, and she's like, what's wrong? And he's like, I can't keep doing this shit, like playing with you, da 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 da. And she's like, oh my god, like, because they were basically, after they announced the wedding, they started talking about how they gotta kill the Wicked Witch, which is their friend. And all the people was like, yeah, kill her, kill the witch, kill the witch. And he was like, this is ridiculous. Like, I cannot do this with you. And she was like, oh, it's okay. And da 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 da. And basically, he told her, you know what? Do you want to get married? She said, yeah, of course. He said, I'll marry you if it'll make you happy. And he kissed her, and he walked off. And she said, well, it'll make you happy too, right? And he just kept walking. He just kept walking off. And she, like, in the moment, she realized, like, he does not want to marry me. Even if really what she realizes, he doesn't love me. But it was probably framed as he doesn't want to marry me. But the deeper point of that scene was that he does not love her. But what I took from that, because we knew he didn't love her from the first movie, right? The first movie, he had already displayed that he liked the Wicked Witch and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, all of that. But from what I took from it is that if you want to be fake and lie, then all of your life will be fake and lies. You cannot perform a part of your life and then continue on. You cannot be performing a part of your life and then expect this other part to not be a performance. So it's like she was comfortable lying on Elphaba, lying on the witch, and saying that she's an evil person. She was comfortable being propped up as the good witch and this amazing person, even though she's mediocre and has no magic. But she's a good witch. She has the term of witch, but she has no actual magic. She was fine with that. She was fine with those lies. She was fine with, she was fine with being a lie. She was fine with acting like she was this powerful being who was here to protect and save everybody, even though she was really just a public figure. She was just a public figure to make people smile and be happy. She did nothing. She had no real control. She had no real power. She was comfortable with all of these lies in her life. But when it came to love, when it came to the topic of love and someone loving her, she thought she was going to get real love. How crazy are you to think that you're going to pretend everything in your life? You're going to lie about everything in your life, and then you think you're going to receive real love. That's not how life works. And I feel like that was just one instance showing her of like, this lie shit you got going on is not gonna take you as far as you think, because eventually the lies stop and you know the truth. And during one of the songs she was singing that, like, oh yeah, during one of her songs toward the end of the movie, Glinda the Good Witch, she started saying believing in dreams is easy because all you have to do is close your eyes. And then she said another part, but the truth always seeps in, da da da, something like that. I don't know. But Yeah, she knew that the prince didn't love her. She knew that it was fake. And even after he did that and she had that realization, she still proceeded to go on with the wedding because it wasn't about love. It was about the lie. It was about the lie. It was always about the lie. Even though she knew deep down in her heart he did not love her. And even though she did want him to love her, like she did, like that was real. She did want him to love her because he was like perfect for her. So she did want him to love her, but she knew he did not. And even though she knew in her heart the truth, she refused to follow it. And she continued on with the wedding, on with the lies, on with this, on with that. But in the end of the movie, she becomes an actual good witch. And this is my point to a lot of, when I see people doing bad around me, it don't make sense because I know at the end of the day you have to do right. And eventually, bitch, you're gonna do right. You're gonna have to turn around and you're gonna have to clean up your mess and you're gonna have to do right. So when I see people just constantly doing wrong, it makes no sense to me because eventually you're gonna have to do right. Even though it was 2 movies later and the good witch did all this foul shit, at the end of the day, she still had to turn around and do right. And what's crazy is when she did right, she gained real fucking powers, bro. She gained real powers. At the end of the movie, okay, let me calm down. Elphaba, the Wicked Witch, gave her the magic spell book. Now, to use the spell book, you have to have powers, but you also have to have like real power, because it was regular witches who could read the magic book, but they couldn't do what Elphaba could do. So you had to have real power. And at the end of the movie, Elphaba gave her the book. And afterwards, after the good witch sent the Wizard of Oz off and she started righting her wrongs, after that, after she said, you know what, I'm gonna be good for the sake of being good, that's when she got the real power. And that's the thing about like jealousy and in like envy and all of these like negative things we feel it because we feel like we don't have the power. But the power is in your heart, bitch. But you cannot get the power if you are not using your heart, if you are not true of heart. And what's crazy is Glinda, the good witch, right? There was a flashback. It flashed back to her childhood when she was a little bitty girl. She tried to use her magic and she didn't have any. Mind you, she's rich, she's pretty, she's affluent, whatever. So everybody's expecting her to have this enormous power off of her status alone. Everyone's expecting her to have the same power that Elphaba has just because of who she is and her parents, you know. But when she tried to do a spell, nothing happened, and she was extremely embarrassed, and she felt very insecure about the fact that she did not have any real magic, even though her life was so magical. But she never had any magic because she was never using her heart. She was just doing shit because it made other people happy. That's it. She was just doing shit because it made other people happy. Everybody loved her just because they loved her. So she gave out of the fact that they loved her, not because she was good. She was good because they loved her, if that makes sense. Like, she had no reason to be a bitch like the Wicked Witch or Elphaba. She had no reason to be nasty to people. Why would she be? She has everything she needs. She's pretty. She has money. Everybody loves her. Why would she be a bitch? So it wasn't that she was actually just a genuine good-hearted person. It was all a performance. And the day she stopped performing, which was when the Wicked Witch gave her the notebook, the magic spell book, and then died, and she actually started doing shit in the name of her heart, that's when she got the powers and she could use the spell book. She always had the power, but it was lying dormant in her. So when I see people treat me bad or you know, that's my thing too. It's like I do see the God in everybody. I do. Now I'm starting to see the duality, which is what the movie was about. Excuse me. Elphaba, the Wicked Witch, and Glinda, the Good Witch, It was about duality. They were the same person. They're not two people. They're the same person. 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 The power comes within. Oh, that's what I was saying. I lost my train of thought. But I'm starting now to see the Satan in people too. I didn't have that ability. I only saw the God in people. Now I see the Satan in people. I see both. Because that's what it's about. It's about duality. If you can see the good in somebody and you can see that they have the potential to be the most sweetest person ever, like Glinda the Good Witch, you have to also recognize that they could be the most nastiest, evil, vile person ever, like Elphaba. But my point is, she wasn't able to access any of that power. She thought she had to lie. She thought because she couldn't find the power on her own that she had to lie, that she had to kiss ass, because that's what she was doing. She was kissing. I mean, she was kissing her fans' ass, the people who loved her, but she was kissing the Oz's ass. She was his bitch. And the little Asian lady, the other wizard teacher, she was kissing her ass too. That woman was disrespectful to her from the first movie. Since the first movie, that woman was rude and disrespectful to her. But guess what? Glinda the good witch ate that disrespect. Why did she eat that disrespect? Why did she eat that disrespect? Not because she's a good person and she's moving like Christ and Christ consciousness and do unto other. No, she ate that disrespect so that she could have the life she wanted. She tolerated the disrespect that Asian lady was giving her to have the life she wanted. So then you have to beg to ask yourself, how good is she? And that's what I'm saying. Like, think about this shit, bro. This shit is backwards. You got a bunch of people calling Glinda the Good Witch. Everybody loved this bitch. She's a liar. She's a fucking liar. She's lying. She's lying. She ain't never done nothing real in her body. Everything she do is for attention. Everything she do is for attention. She's not a good person. Her one and only best friend, she threw that hoe under the bus as soon as she could. Her one and only best friend, at the end of the movie, Elphaba told Glinda, I've never had any friends, but you're the realest friend I ever had. And then Glinda said, I've had a bunch of friends, but you're the only friend that's ever mattered. The only friend she had that ever mattered to her, she threw that hoe under the bus and lied on that bitch's name and said she was evil. What kind of friend is you? What kind of good witch are you? Like, think about this shit. Think about this shit. She's the good witch. Everybody loves her, but she threw her friend under the bus. And she lied on her friend, and she just lies to everybody about who she is and what she can do. She's a liar. She's not good. She's not good. That's why she didn't have no power, because she was never good. She was never being honest. Her heart was never pure up until that moment when she let it all go and she was willing to lose it. But you got to be willing to lose it, because if you're not willing to lose it, you'll do anything to keep it. If you're not willing to lose it, you'll do anything to keep it, even go against yourself. That's not real. That's not real. That's not genuine. That's not good. And then you got Elphaba, the wicked witch, who everybody is saying is evil, is vile, is disgusting, is trying to kill us. They're literally saying that she's trying to kill them. And all she's trying to do is open their eyes to the truth. But that is what real life is like, bro. The movie's so good. The movie's so good. The movie's so good. This is what real life is. I feel like Elphaba. I feel like the Wicked Witch. I never knew the story of the Wicked Witch until these two movies. Now I understand. I know that the Wizard of Oz it's a bunch of stories and it's public domain, but I never read all the stories, so I didn't even know that there was a backstory to the Wicked Witch. But I feel like Elphaba. I really do. I come around people being honest and just genuine and telling the truth, and it bothers people. And they start calling me an evil bitch. I don't even know how people think I'm a bitch when all I do is tell the truth. I thought a bitch was somebody who was just a fake ass, fraudulent hoe. No, a bitch is just anybody who say something you don't like. That's what a bitch is. Anybody say something you don't agree with, that's a bitch. Well, call me a bitch then, I guess. I don't know. But it's like, that's what it feels like. And then I turn around and I'm looking at my peers or even people older than me or younger than me getting praised for being fake. They getting praised for being fake. Glenda got praised for being fake, bro. That's what I'm saying. She never was able to tap into her power because she got praise from being fake and phony. So she didn't have to go within. That's the thing, though. See, y'all understand. That's what I'm saying. External validation don't mean shit because it's not where your real power come from. Her real power came from her heart. She spent a lifetime being fake and phony to get validation from other people and to still not have no real power. But Elphaba had the power from the beginning because she was using her heart. She was always using her heart. She was trying to learn how to stop using her heart so much. She was trying to learn how to stop. She was using it too much. Elphaba used it so much so to the point where it disturbed everybody. Because you couldn't be around her if you was living in a lie. But this video got long really fast, so I'm going to wrap it up. I loved the movie. It was so good. It's so many other things I can't even remember to talk about. But yeah, as far as the movie go, the story was great plot, much more interesting. I do want to say I love that they did not show Dorothy's face at all. They did not let you get invested in Dorothy at all, and I thought that was really like, I like the way they did not show Dorothy's face. Like, you never seen Dorothy's face. The most you seen was like half of a side of her face, 3/4 of her face. And I thought that was really interesting, like, because it didn't let you get caught up in this, the Wizard of Oz. Like, no, that's not what we here for. We here for Elphaba, the Wicked Witch. I also liked the storyline with her sister, because her sister was pissing me off. Her sister was being such an evil bitch, and she was the real evil witch, but she was acting so innocent with the whole paraplegic shit. Nobody cares. Just because you have a disability does not mean you get to be an asshole. Everybody got some type of disability. Some people got a big ass nose and it obstructs their smell. Some people have a limp foot. Like, everybody got something. So nobody care about all that. She was being so evil. She was being so evil. And the fact that she was the one who the house fell on, hilarious. The fact that the Asian lady sent the house to kill her sister so that they could kidnap her, amazing. The fact, spoiler alert, I'm gonna say it, the Wizard of Oz was her father. The Wizard of Oz was Elphaba's father. I was like, what the fuck? I was not expecting that at all. The Wizard of Oz was her father? What? So she was half mortal, because the Wizard of Oz is a human being. He's not from Oz. He's from somewhere else. Don't forget that. He's a man. And her mother was a witch or whatever from that earth, that plane. So she was that powerful because she was a mix of both. And they show that theme a lot in movies. They showed it in Avatar and some other movies where, like, the half-breeds be having, like, crazy amounts of power. But yeah, I really liked it, and I really feel like it was ironic I was the only person in there. I do relate to Elphaba, but I also relate to Glenda because they're the same person. I think that we live in Oz. I think that, when people talk about surveillance state and all of this shit, I feel like this is Oz. Like, even the fact, like, Elphaba was so bothered with the terrible way they treated animals. Like, even in the beginning when they first started to, like, silence them and put them in cages and all this, because I remember being a kid and feeling that same empathy for animals. Like, why look at them? Like, can you not feel what they feel just because you don't speak what they speak? You know what I'm saying? Just because you don't bark, can you not feel when a dog is sad? Just because you can't ribbit, do you not know when a frog is happy? I know I sound like a fucking hippie, but it's the truth though. Like, movies, all of these movies are reflections of the world we live in. How do you think we make the movie? We got to pull it from what we've experienced. You know what I'm saying? And the last thing I'm gonna say is that I feel like This is Oz. America specifically is Oz, though. Right now, as of today, in this current timeline, America is Oz because they tell you, just like Oz, the Wizard of Oz can make all your dreams come true. What else do they say that about? America. Come to America and make all your dreams come true. America's the land of dreams. The Oz can grant any wish. It's the same fucking rhetoric. And it's crazy because something I'm learning personally as I get older is that everybody is like the wizard. Nobody has this magic fucking answer for life. And I don't have to follow no man or woman in this lifetime because everybody trying to get the fuck out. If you really like, if you are really past a certain point in your life, your goal and your focus is on trying to leave the earth. And I don't mean suicide. I don't mean any way like that. But I'm speaking like you're trying to elevate out and get your consciousness out of here. So if the people who are trying to leave, I don't need to follow them because they're trying to leave. Instead of me following them, let me just get myself out. But I get caught up getting back into to Oz, believing that somebody has some knowledge that I need, when really this is a game. This is Oz. This is the land of Oz. This is the land of dreams. This is the land of desires. This is the land of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And nobody has no answers for you. Not your priest, not your parents, not your partner, not your friends, not that bitch on Instagram who be spitting real shit sometimes. None of these people have exactly what you need to leave. They only have a perspective to offer. That's it. Just a perspective and an opinion. Don't take anything anyone says too serious because everybody is the wizard. Everybody is putting on a performance of who they want you to think they are. Me included. Me included. If it was up to me, I'd be in my bed, no pants on, Cheeto in my mouth, laid back, making the same video, talking the same shit. But I know how that would be perceived, and I know how it would be, so I do this too, whatever. But I'm trying to reel the video in, so I'm gonna wrap it up right there. You fuck everybody, do what you want to do, type shit. Well, I can't pause it.